come here in the morning, they were crowded right around the feeders, waiting for me.
It's donated food that was meant for the poor, but Target 8 found a lot of it ended up not in family pantries, but in the food dishes of animals at local farms.
That was 18 years ago. So what are local groups doing to make sure that the food you donate gets to the people who need it before it goes bad?
24-hour News 8's Coco McAboy has that report now from Muskegon.
The need for food is really a lot bigger than a lot of people think.
And according to Feeding America West Michigan, it's so big that nearly 1 in 7 people struggle with hunger in our area and in the UP. The food bank takes in about 26.5 million pounds of food each year. But the problem is getting that food to the people who need it.
Well, a lot of people aren't aware that the food bank exists and that it's there to help. And a lot of people, too, have misconceptions about who it is that we're serving.
That means thousands of pounds of food goes bad before they have the chance to give it to the hungry. But instead of throwing it away, the organization makes sure the food goes to good use. Back in 1997, Target 8 went to a pig farm that benefited from food donated by Second Harvest Gleaners Food Bank. The name has since changed to Feeding America, but the program remains the same. Nearly 20 years later, Feeding America still donates food to local farmers that would otherwise go to waste, and those farmers use that food to feed their animals. Howling Timbers Animal Sanctuary in Muskegon is one of 6 farmers that Feeding America works with today.
She makes the best of the Feeding America food.
It's a really nice thing for us, first of all, because it's reducing food waste, which is part of our mission, but it also reduced landfill costs because when we send it to a farmer, they come and pick it up for free.
That free food helps paint this picture. Shelves stacked floor to ceiling with produce, canned goods, and meats, cutting the sanctuary's feeding costs in half and feeding this hungry population of wolves, exotic animals, and pets.
Our budget is very small, and I'm very frugal, so I try not to waste anything. And so by cutting our budget in half, it allows us to take those funds and use them in other areas here to improve enclosures, to do more enrichment.
So there's a lot of good food that's floating out there, and we're there to really capture that excess produce and get it to families in need. But, some amount of food waste is inevitable.
In Muskegon, I'm Coco McAboy, 24-hour News 8.
The problem of getting food to families still exists. So far this year, Feeding America West Michigan has thrown away 194,000 pounds of waste. 25% of that waste was sent to the landfill, and the other 75% was given to local farmers.